What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is a takeaway from episode number 2 of the Make Money Making Videos podcast. Link down below to the full podcast. Today, we're talking about how to deal with unsatisfied clients. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Hell yeah, awesome, man. So let's jump into it, my man. What do you want to know? Let's do this.
There's one thing that I really wanted to ask that really pops up on, like, say, for graphic designers or anything. How do you deal with clients or that never are satisfied with the work that you put to them? Like,
okay,
they're not happy with the edit.
I feel this 100%. And, I'm actually coincidentally dealing with this right now. I'm dealing with a very annoying client. And I actually made a video on this the other day where, sometimes people have an idea in their mind for the project and they don't know how to articulate it very well. So I've even dealt with this in the past with freelancers who are of a different language because they think they're telling me what to do, but things are getting lost in translation. So I'm thinking of a Vietnamese client that I had once, and it is tough. I think all you can do is just kind of bite the bullet, keep going back and forth with them until it's right, and then in the future understand that these guys don't necessarily know how to tell you what they want. So you might kind of either avoid working with a client who kind of gives you the same sort of vibe as this kind of client did to avoid somebody who doesn't really know what they want, or just I guess increase the price on them in the future. But it kind of sucks when you're dealing with someone who doesn't know how to articulate their vision for the project. You just kind of have to just keep going back and forth and kind of attempt to get the best out of this situation. But if you've gone back 100 times and they still don't know what to do, you might need to, I don't know. Maybe decide to walk away from the project even. If it's 150 adjustments, and they still can't get it right either, and they're not accepting, like usually a client will kind of just say
yeah, sure.
Exactly. They'll sort of be like, all right, you know what, this is close enough or whatever. But it's tough, man. Honestly, it really does suck, especially if you're tied in and you know what I mean. You really need the money or something like that, and you're trying your best to do this for the client, and they still can't. Or they're still not satisfied, I guess. It's a tough situation, I know. But there's not really a template thing to do. It's just keep going back and forth, try and get it right for them. The customer is always right. Like, that's kind of the philosophy you do want to kind of keep in this business. That's definitely how you get repeat customers, is just kind of doing what they want. Clients could definitely be annoying, though. There's no two ways around it, man.
Yeah, because I'm apart from editing, I also do graphics design a bit, and I got a DM from some guy on Twitter, and I have it in my bio specifically. I'm a beginner at graphics, and he asked me for a mascot, which is like a logo or an avatar logo, and I said I can't do that, sorry, I'm not experienced in that area yet because obviously I don't have an Illustrator, I don't have a digital drawing pad or anything like that. And he said, why not? I said, because I'm just not experienced in that area. He said, I'm sorry, I can recommend you to some other people. So I just named out some other people. It's like, all right, they're probably better than you anyways. And I've had loads, my friends anyway, from like, they've been telling me that people think that stuff should be cheaper than it is.
100%.
How to work on it.
Yeah, 100%. But there's one thing about that, right? So that's happened to me in the past where, I'm a video editor. I'm not an animator, but someone who doesn't understand the difference is gonna tell me to animate some stuff, and that's sort of what you're dealing with there. You're a graphic designer. You're not a sketch artist. So in their head, of course you could do it. You're a graphic designer. You know what I mean? But it's actually a totally different skill. So in that situation, you just need to tell them, you got to lay down the line. Like, and it sounds like you definitely did. You did the right thing. Is not trying to mislead them and say, yeah, I could do it, and then try make it happen, which never works out in my experience. And I've done that before. Is just tell them straight up, just like, can't do this. It is what it is, and it sounds like you did that in that situation, which is what I've had to do in the past with animation-based projects. And the price is always looking pretty good. But you said that it's tough to get them to pay what you want, right? Where are you looking for these clients?